Scholars, this is level 4, Comprehension, Sequencing 1, Sheet M. Make sure you're on the right page. The instructions say put your finger on the capital letter at the beginning of each sentence and follow along as you listen. Raise your hand if you hear a word you do not know, then cut out the pictures at the bottom of the page and glue them in the correct order. So you're not going to raise your hand if you hear a word you don't know. What you're going to do, if you don't know one of these words, I want you to underline it. So let's cross this out. We're going to say underline. An underline looks like this. You're just going to underline it, right? And then I want you to define it. So you're going to get a dictionary and you're going to look up the word. Okay, so let's start here. Chan wakes up and sees the snowflakes falling from the sky. Chan quickly puts on his warmest coat and snow boots. As Chan steps outside, he sees that his parents are holding something behind their backs. It is a brand new red sled. So now it wants us to cut these pictures out on the bottom of the page, and then we're going to glue them in the right spots, okay? So you're going to need scissors and glue. Then you're going to cut down here along this bottom line. Okay, make sure that if you get any trash, you're going to put it into the recycling because this is paper. Paper goes in the recycling. Make sure you do not leave it on the table. Make sure it doesn't fall down on the floor. We want to make sure we're leaving our classroom nice and clean. Okay, so I've cut each picture into squares, or rectangles rather. So now I'm going to look at them. So it looks like this is Mom and Dad holding the sled, and there's Chan. It looks like in this one, Chan's getting his boots on. And it looks like this one, he's just getting up out of bed. He's looking outside. So what you're going to do is you're going to decide which comes first, which comes second, and which is the last thing that happens. So I know I can look back at these passages and decide which one is first. So let's start here. Chan wakes up and sees snowflakes falling from the sky. Which picture is that? I think it's this one because he's in his bed and he's looking at snowflakes out the window. So I'm going to get my glue and I'm going to glue this first picture of him looking at the snow in his bed. Oh no, I dropped it. Okay, here it is. I'm going to glue it as first. So you are going to go through and decide which one comes second and which one comes third. So which one first, then finally. Then number 3 says, what could happen next in the story? Draw a picture to show your answer. So maybe Chan, what happens to Chan next? He got a sled last. So what is he going to do after that? Excuse me. Okay. So what is he going to do after he gets the sled? What is something that could happen next? This is kind of like story continued on our listen and respond. So go ahead and draw a picture of what you think could happen next. After you've finished with this, you can put it onto the right side of your folder. Then you can check last week's word work by watching the videos and then make any corrections you need to. After you've made your corrections, make sure your name is at the top. Put your corrected work into the drawer for your grade. Then you can move to Lexia, IXL, or Moby Max after you finish this week's work.